Now, let's talk about that North American Championship, because recently, you kind of got screwed a little bit. Judgment Day, now in NXT, running roughshod, and you lost to Dirty Dom. How are you feeling about this?
Upset, but like it's hard to not have a smile on my face because I have an opportunity to get her back. If I didn't have that, then that's when you would see me all distraught, hanging that
Mm-hmm.
head hanging down, sad, things like that. But I have an opportunity to get her back. And at the Great American Bash, myself, Mustafa Ali, and Dirty Dom are going to we're gonna fight. I'm ready to sock him in his mouth. Just right in his suckhole, and just something about his face. I just want to hit it.
Something about it, yeah. And how do you feel about that? How does NXT locker room feel about that? Having Raw and SmackDown superstars appear in NXT. Obviously, the ratings are showing that it's doing well, but how does the locker room feel?
The locker room, they're excited about it. A lot of the people, a lot of the younger guys that are here, they never got the chance to meet some of these people. So it's a new experience being able to see somebody that has such a long tenure and a bit more prestige to their name in a way. I mean, not to say me walking the halls isn't special, but like seeing somebody on Raw and SmackDown definitely puts them in a different kind of echelon. And having them down here is bringing a different kind of vibe. It's a bit of uncertainty because you don't know if you're going to be called out next. But at the same time, it's exciting because you might get a chance to be called out next and get to test yourself against some of the best. So it is really dope, but again, just a little unsettling.
Of course. Now, is there someone from Raw and SmackDown that you want to appear in NXT so you can have a one-on-one match with?
Mm. Yeah, there's a number of people actually. AJ Styles, uh, Cedric Alexander. Uh, I've had a match with them before, but it was a long time in the past. But Ricochet.
Mm.
Who else? Yeah, there's a number of people. Chad Gable. Yeah, even though he tried to swing at me and he missed, I'd really love to go against Damian Priest.
Ah.
Mr. Senior Money in the Bank. But nah, there's a number of people. I think we'd be sitting here all day, me naming out the
We just go.
entire roster.
I was gonna say we'll go to the roster. Let's start with A and move down to
Yeah.
Z. Well, I like it so I love it so much because yeah, it's so much happening right now with NXT because for so long it was the developmental territory. Then it became the third brand. And then COVID kind of switched it back to being, all right, we're performance center again. Let's get back down to the roots. Now it feels like we're back to this third brand situation. How do you feel NXT is positioned? Because you have Raw and SmackDown. Obviously, those are the notoriety. That's what everyone knows. NXT has been around for a very long time, but I feel like it's getting just like juice going one more time.
It's I believe it's the vibe. Like everybody down here is extremely hungry to get to the main roster, being Raw and SmackDown. But with this kind of being built in a way to be like a third brand, it's like, nah, I want to become the best here as well. Like if I become the best here, then it's gonna make it easier for me to become the best up there as well, because the people that were the best down here originally moved up there and they became the best as well. We have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, like everybody
Roman
came
Reigns.
through. Roman Reigns, like everybody came through NXT, dominated down here, and then they made their way to the main roster and did the same thing. So people would 100% have the mentality of, hey, become the biggest thing that you can in NXT so that you can go up to Raw and SmackDown and do the same thing. But hey, being the biggest thing here is in a way starting to become just as big. So as we continue to progress with NXT and continue to elevate this to the level that it's starting to become, it's just great. It's really nice being on the forefront and on the front lines of this, being one of the few that's leading the charge of putting a new revitalization on NXT, and it feels great.